Why do some dreams feel like the complete opposite of what you're experiencing in your current day to day life? You can feel completely calm and relaxed all week, but then at night you dream of being lost at sea during a chaotic storm, with enormous waves crashing around you. You're desperate to find land, and everything feels uncertain and frankly hopeless. That chaos might be a reflection of inner uneasiness that has been present underneath the surface of your waking life. Or each day could feel like a fresh new hell. Your days could be filled with deadlines, pressure from either work or your social life, and endless feelings of exhaustion. But in your dreams, you find yourself lounging in idyllic fields under warm sunlight, basking in a sense of peace you rarely touch while awake. That could be your psyche showing you the emotional counterbalance that you've lost touch with, because dreams don't always paint an accurate portrayal of your waking life. Instead, they sometimes compensate for it by revealing quite the opposite, because that's where your unconscious is trying to help you rebalance psychologically. You'd expect your dreams to mirror what's going on during your waking life in a parallel complementary fashion. Like, if your days are stressful, then your dreams are stressful. And sometimes that does occur, but it's not always the case. Sometimes your dream state moves in reverse by not reflecting what is active, but instead by highlighting what is missing. Carl Jung called this concept compensation. The idea is that your unconscious doesn't just echo what your conscious mind is focused on at any given time, and instead it balances it by bringing forward the parts of yourself that are absent or overlooked. It works like an internal level. When your awareness leans too far in one direction, your dreams tilt the other way to restore psychological balance. So, if your waking life feels very controlled, then your dreams might feel rather chaotic. If you spend your days being constantly focused on productivity, then it would make sense that your dreams might start to slow everything down, like you're watching time pass or stuck in slow motion as life moves around you. Or if you're currently going through a situation, whether in your professional or personal life, that you feel completely certain about, then your dreams could start to incorporate doubt, which, for example, could be visualized through missed signals, distorted maps, or foggy surroundings. Not necessarily because something is wrong, but because something isn't being acknowledged. Maybe hidden emotions, fatigue, or deeper questions you've been ignoring in your waking life. But this concept of compensation still doesn't use identical symbols for everyone, because your dream language is personal unto you. Dreaming about a storm for one person might represent transformation or creativity stirring beneath the surface, while for another, it might represent overwhelming emotions. And when this happens, it's important to note that what looks like correction is actually conversation. Your unconscious isn't trying to change you, it's trying to dialogue with you. During the day, your awareness is tuned toward just one side of the human experience, which includes rational thinking, being occupied by external tasks, or focused on your social identity. But your subconscious is constantly recording and sees the unseen half. It then speaks through dreams, often as contrasting emotions, symbols, and settings that don't seem to fit with your present waking life. That mismatch is the message. Let's say you feel completely focused in your life right now. Everything feels on track, you know where you're going, you have concrete goals you're trying to achieve in predetermined timelines, things feel clear and well planned. But then the dreams start to arrive, and everything is darker, more unsure, and confusing. You could be experiencing missing trains, or find yourself lost without clear directions. You could find yourself wandering through endless hallways and turning corners that don't lead where you expect. It's easy to assume something's off, that the dream is a warning of failure, but maybe it's pointing somewhere more subtle. It could be hinting that while the track you're on looks right, part of you fears losing spontaneity, or that your certainty is masking deeper feelings of uncertainty about why you're currently on this path to begin with. Now imagine the opposite. You could be in a season of your life that feels rather directionless. You're clearly in flux, unsure what's next, lacking any semblance of security. and you know that to an outsider, your life appears to be rudderless. Yet, your dreams are calm, structured, and almost cinematic in their clarity, incorporating clear landscapes with peaceful weather and frequent moments of rest. Again, this contrast is the point with compensation, and your mind is trying to communicate with you. It's your unconscious restoring equilibrium, reminding you that beneath the chaos, there's still foundational support within you. When your waking self focuses only on what you can't control, dreams compensate by showing what's still whole inside of you, aka the psychological anchor you may have forgotten. So you can't always assume that your dreams are simply reflecting your days back to you. Sometimes you need to ask questions like what's being left out of the picture. And like most things with dreams, this can repeatedly appear in different disguises that reveal their true meaning when viewing the larger patterns they present. Maybe recurring feelings of warmth during periods of extreme cold, or ongoing dreams detailing confusion during seasons of discipline and clarity. That's your subconscious trying to speak with you when you dream. If you don't open the letter, it will keep sending another one until the message finally lands. Dreams don't just show you what is, they often reveal what isn't being acknowledged. And the only way to truly see what that is to pay attention over time. Notice what keeps returning for you in your dream state, especially when it doesn't seem to match your daily experience. That contrast might hold the balance your awareness is missing, especially if your waking life is leaning too far in one direction. So instead of asking, what does this dream mean? Try asking, what part of my experience is this balancing, correcting, or bringing back into view? If you're starting to pay attention to your dreams, then be sure to look for recurring contrasts over time. This is likely part of a larger conversation that you didn't know you were having with your subconscious. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want to see how compensation is showing up in your dreams, then please visit nightlyechoes.com.